Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Good Game RC. Now, recently, Bye Bye Box Boy was released. Well, not really all that recent, it came out in February, but I did recently finish it. And all these months later, you might be wondering, why did it take me so long to finish it? And that is how I play through the Box Boy games. You know, I play a little bit of it every night or every other night, and I kind of trudge my way through it and just enjoy it and let the puzzles sort of breathe, you know? But because I recently finished it, I thought it was a good time to sort of review the whole series because I don't think that the series gets a whole lot of attention. I'm going to show all of my cards right off the bat. Box Boy on 3DS is an amazing puzzle series. I was a bit weary of it at first due to the simplistic art style. A lot of times on Steam, if you see a game like this for $5, more than likely it's a cash-in game or an iOS port that isn't even worth the $5. I should have known better, as this was HAL Laboratory who developed it. You know, that little company that made that pink character named Kirby. That being said, when the first game was released in 2015, I ignored it until a Black Friday sale came along that year. I had heard some good things about it, and I think it was available for $2.50, so I said, hey, why not? Once I started it, I immediately kicked myself for ignoring such a great puzzle game throughout the year. It became the game that I played before bed every night to use up that last little bit of brain juice before sleeping. And if you can believe it, Box Boy also became the game that I much rather wanted to play over other bigger releases that year like Fallout 4. Fast forward a few months later, and Box Boy's first sequel, Box Boy, came out in June of 2016. Considering my experience with the first game, I jumped right in on this game day one, and it did not disappoint. And of course, in April of this year, we got Bye Bye Box Boy, which I of course also bought as soon as I could, and it's just as fun as the first two games. Box Boy is a puzzle platforming game series where you play as a box named QB, and you use sets of boxes to get through levels. Say you have a high ledge to get to, you create a box, you jump on it, and then jump to the ledge. This, of course, is the easiest puzzle you're ever going to face in the series, as it gets more wild and unforgiving from there when they introduce moving platforms, spikes, and areas that look like there's no way you'll ever be able to make it through. The first Box Boy introduced making a normal set of 3, 4, maybe 5 or more boxes and trying to build, snake, or creep your way through to the end of levels. Then, in Box Boy, they made it so that you could create 2 sets of boxes instead of just 1. This opened up a whole new set of challenges and options for solving puzzles. Imagine that you have the ability to create 2 sets of 6 boxes. The possibilities can get pretty crazy. After I finished the second game, I was wondering how they were going to top being able to create 2 sets of boxes. However, with Bye Bye Box Boy, they managed to somehow up the ante. Bye Bye Box Boy does this by adding all kinds of great powered-up boxes. There are rocket boxes where whatever box you lay down will propel upwards. There are teleport boxes where you can teleport to a box that you've created. There are also bomb boxes that will blow up walls and floors to help you squeeze through new areas. There are more unique boxes in this vein, but this gives you an idea how far they've taken the normal box idea and twisted it into something new and fresh. Sometimes you'll have to create a rocket box to ride up and hit a switch. Sometimes you have to use the bomb boxes to create just the right tunnel to get through. Or sometimes you have to use the weird snake-like line of boxes that you can move after you've created them to fly through a certain peril. There are many different ways to use the new boxes, and it's a ton of fun. They've also introduced a new mechanic to the game with new characters called Q-Babies. These babies need to be saved in the different worlds within the game, and when you find them, they will follow you to the goal. You will need to use them to help you solve puzzles to get both you and the Q-Baby through some tight situations. Now, needless to say at this point, I am a huge supporter of Box Boy. The first 2 games made my Game of the Year list for their respective years, and I'm sure Bye Bye Box Boy will do the same this year. These are very high quality games where you can tell that a lot of love and care went into them, and they're only $5 a piece. That's $15 for the whole series. And at that price, considering each game will probably last you 5 to 15 hours, depending on how deep you actually want to get into the puzzles, and how long they take you to solve, this series is a no-brainer to own. However, at this point, Bye Bye Box Boy is the third and supposedly final installment of the Box Boy series on 3DS. I mean, with a name like Bye Bye Box Boy, I would have to assume that it's the final game, right? I sincerely hope that it isn't, because I'm still having a lot of great puzzle-solving adventures with this series. All I can say at this point is more Box Boy, please. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to check out some of the other GGRC episodes. And if you're feeling a little retro, why not jump into the Quake Grave, where you can watch me play through a lot of different custom maps in Quake. Enjoy!